What's going on, guys, and welcome to the first episode of my career mode series on this channel. We're going to be doing Frank's Future Stars again. We only did a couple of episodes last year because I started it really late and it was not worth the time, but now we're at the start of FIFA 20, so I'm going to start it from the very start. Obviously this is Frank's Future Stars, so we're going to be Chelsea. I've tried to make the manager look as much like Lampard as I could. It looks horrendous, but you obviously can't make him look bang on. He looks pretty similar, but it's not that good. But we're going to be using Frank's tactics. We're going to be using Frank's mentality, as in if you're good enough, you're old enough. We're going to put the young players into the team and try and phase out the older players. And we're going to have a strict policy that we can only sign players under 25 and under, is what I'm going to say. We can only sign players 25 and under. We're going to be doing that as just like a little rule. Like, it's basically how I would like Chelsea to be run. This is how I'm going to be doing this career mode. So we're looking at Chelsea now. We've got board expectations, domestic success high, continental success high, brand exposure critical, financial low, and youth development very low. Youth development is going to be very high by the time I get my hands on it. We've got a transfer budget of 86 million, club worth 1.8 billion is that? But I'm not looking at signing anybody really in the first transfer window until we get into it more, and then we can decide where we need to go. But I'm going to try and keep it as close to like Chelsea as I can. I'm not just going to go out and buy Ronaldo and Messi and whatever, so that's not going to be part of it. We got it's going to be a full simulation, so match difficulty doesn't matter. Yes. Yep. That's all done. Like, I'm not going to play games. It's going to be a strict like Football Manager career mode. It's going to be all simmed. So, because if I was to play it, we'd just win every game and it'd be pointless. So we're going to sim it, see how it is. I've heard bad things about career mode this year. Like, they haven't sorted it out yet. There's a few problems. But hopefully that doesn't happen in this. If it does, then I think it'd only benefit us, because it's something to do with teams playing their like shit team, like their League Cup team in the league and stuff. So I don't know. I don't really know. I don't look into career mode that much, but I do enjoy playing it a lot. Pre-season tournament invite, we're going to accept that. So which one we're going to go to? So that gives us, this has got the harder teams in it and it gives us the most money. But it's only in France, that's in Mexico. I'm going to take the lads on holiday and we're going to go to Mexico. We don't need the money. So we're going to have a nice time out. The EA Sports Champions Trophy in Mexico. And let's see what is in our inbox to start with. So, that's actually reading as it's going. I'm not going to read this. You can read these if you want, but I'm just going to leave them on screen and let you guys have a read if you fancy it. I'm going to go and have a talk to the scout, see what he's got to say. So if I do see somebody worth it, who's young enough and worth it, then I am going to try and sign them and then possibly loan them out. See, these are players that I'm not obviously going to be signing. It's more like the Lloyd Kelly. He's a good choice, 6'3". Who have we got at left backs? We should have Ian Matson, but I don't know what he's like, so I'm going to try and I'm going to scout Lloyd Kelly and Morgan Gibbs-White. They're decent players. All the rest I'm going to leave for now. Like I said, it's only going to be young English talent that we sign. Well, anybody under 25, but it's mostly going to be English. So, let's have a look at the squad and what we're faced with here. So, we're going to try and keep out as much riffraff as we can. I don't know why Zappacosta is here. Surely he should be on loan at Roma. But he's going to go out. Tomori is going to be in. Hudson-Odoi. Try and keep... Bakayoko should also be not there. Obviously Reece James is going to be in. We're in out of spots on the bench. So, is there anybody else that deserves a chance? Gilmore will probably loan out because he's not going to be immediate. These shouldn't be here. So the squads haven't updated properly. I'm guessing. So we're gonna go ahead and chuck in the team that I would like to see. Personally, this is the team that I would like to see out every week. If we could, this would be the starting 11. I'd say Rudiger over Christensen as well. Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek is a toss-up. Kovacic is really good, but I'm just thinking, obviously, Loftus-Cheek is the man that we all want to see break through. So I'm going to stick with Loftus-Cheek. So we've got Kepa in goal, Reece James at right back, Rudiger and Tomori centre halves, Emerson at left back, Jorginho as the regista, Kante and Loftus-Cheek just in front, Mount on the left wing. I would prefer Mount central, but to get the rest of the team in, Mount's going to have to play out there. Abraham up top and Hudson-Odoi obviously on the right. So, going to go to the first advance. I'll have a look at the training sessions in a minute as well. Got a game in a couple of days against Monterrey. That's our first pre-season game. If people do bid for players like Marcos Alonso and Williams, then I'm gonna have to let them go, really, because they're not really, like, obviously a lot of Chelsea fans have an opinion on a few players. We've got an offer for Jorginho and Batshuayi. Jorginho won't be going. What they offering for Batshuayi? I want to keep Batshuayi. I want to try and develop Batshuayi into the player that he should be. I want Jorginho to be captain too. 26 million is an absolute disgrace. What a nice man. What a nice man. Happiest man in football, the best man in football. And Golo's happy. So we've got our first pre-season game now. Try and rotate it a bit through pre-season. I'm not going to play the full, obviously, team all the way through. Everyone needs fitness. So we take a 3-0 win against Monterrey. 2 goals from Kante and a goal from Pedro off the bench. Not a bad start to pre-season. Clean sheet. It's more than we do in real life, isn't it? We actually got one on the weekend, so happy about that. Who are we going to train? Obviously, up front we're going to train Abraham. What are we going to put him in? I'm going to start him off light because it's pre-season, so I don't want to overwork him. Let's go to the wingers now. Hudson-Odoi. Put Hudson-Odoi for his paces. What else are we going to do? I'll leave Pulisic for a bit, but I do want to develop Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek as well, he's key. Where's Mason? I can't believe Mason's 75. Let's get Mason's dribbling up. He's going to be playing on the wing, so we need him to be a bit more agile. Centre halves, let's get Tomori into it. Obviously, some weeks we're going to put James in. I put Tomori through a hard regime. We're going to get Tomori right up there. Hudson-Odoi and Tomori need to get up to scratch faster because they're obviously lower rated. They're under 75. So we need to get those up as much as we can. You can see in the background that was my manager, who was meant to look like Frank Lampard. We got an offer for Christensen. Wolves, absolutely not. We're not letting Christensen go. Even though he's not in the starting 11 at the minute, I really don't want Christensen to leave, to be honest. There he is again. Fans rejoice as Lampard is triumphant in first friendly, and It's not too bad. It's not too far away, but it's not. It's not what I want. It's not. It's not the exact Frank Lampard. You should be able to import a picture of Frank Lampard. That'd be good, like you used to be able to on Football Manager. So we've got Ajax now. Going to be a tough game. We won 2-1. Dolberg shouldn't be at Ajax either. Dolberg shouldn't be there. But we won 2-1. Kante again, 3 goals in 2 games, and Hudson-Odoi got his first goal of pre-season. Hopefully we see a lot more of that throughout this career mode. So what we got here, we're hearing back from our scouts on Gibbs White and Lloyd Kelly. So, what's he saying about Gibbs White? I'm gonna shortlist him and Kelly. Left back, because obviously we haven't got all the squad players in that we do. We haven't got Matson, I don't think. No, we haven't got Matson. We haven't got Anjurin either. So we're going to have to get a left back eventually. And I feel Lloyd Kelly could be that player. Unless we sign Jada Silva back. Obviously I won't be signing him in this episode, so leave the comments down below if I should sign Jada Silva back or do we go with Lloyd Kelly at left back. Like, I don't need anybody yet, because I feel like we can get through to the first transfer window with the squad that we actually have. That's another 3-0 win. 2 goals for Hudson-Odoi and Mason's first goal of pre-season as well. Happy about that. So we're doing well in pre-season. We're doing very well in pre-season. Let's put some players through their paces then, again. I'll try and do this as much as I can to try and improve them. Let's get them through. It's pre-season, so we're going to drill them hard. We're going to put Hudson through his hard pre-season regime. We're gonna make it fucking hard for all of them. Actually, they deserve it. They're footballers. Let's get them. Pre-season, work the hardest. Then we'll chill out a bit when we get to the real stuff. And I put them. See what I get. Tamori was lacking. Tamori must have been ill because he was lacking. Everybody else aced it, lost his cheek a B. Tamori, man, you need to step up. I'm trusting you in this first team, Tamori. I'm trusting you in it. Fosu Mensah has left Manchester United. He's gone to Cagliari. So now we have Lazio. Oh, 4-1 win. Tamori scored to make up for his lacking training this week. Hudson-Odoi and Abraham got his first goals of pre-season as well, which wasn't bad. That was decent. So now we're racking up the prize money. I wonder if I can show you the manager for a bit. There he is. There's Frank. There's Frank in his tracksuit and his Pep. I had to go Pep Guardiola shoes. It was that or there was some like dead training, so I had to go with the Pep Guardiola shoes. But that's what he is. There's Frank. There's Super Frank. Reece James looks like he's ready for another session. We'll give it him after this game against Ajax. Do we play everyone twice? It's like a mini Champions League. We won 1-0. Abraham again. We hit Abraham. 3 goals in his last 2 for Abraham. Not bad. Just getting up to speed a bit. It's going to be hard in the league. So we won. Abraham's out for 6 weeks. That's not ideal. But I suppose. Frank's first trophy, the EA Sports Champions trophy. Not too shabby at all. So we got to replace Abraham, which I'm gutted about. But it'll give Batshuayi a good little chance to come through. Who are we gonna put in? I'm gonna put Giroud on the bench. Obviously, we lost a striker, so. Should have put the players through training. To be fair, gone off for Pedro. Pedro at 31. This could be interesting. I think Pedro might be the first to leave. At 31, I think Pedro could be going here. we're going to negotiate a bit. We're going to go into our first negotiation and try and get as much money as we can for Pedro. I'm going to hold out about 20 million. 20 million for a 31-old winger is not bad. So that's what I'm going to aim for it. I'm going to aim for 20 million. Even though I don't need the money, I don't want to be... See, that's below his current value anyway. So I'm going to try and... I'm going to go new transfer fee. We're going to go bang on 20. So they're going to take 20 million. So it looks like Pedro is going back to La Liga at Real Betis, which I'm not bothered about in the slightest, to be honest. Like, he wasn't in my plans. He's getting on. That's one of the old guard out the door. I obviously didn't offer him out or anything, so he's leaving on his own accord. Are they fucking mental? They want to loan Mason Mount. Piss off. Roma are cheeky bastards, aren't they? They never buy anybody, Roma. They always loan players. Everton win race for Guillermo Marapan. I've never heard of him. Guessing he's Romanian or something like that. Sounds it. Now we have an offer for Zappacosta. This is another player that could also leave now. We're going to negotiate it. What I'm thinking about 16, 17 million. But we're going to have to see what his value is to start with. Because I feel like we could get about 16, 17 million. He's not a bad player. So his current value is 11 million. So we're actually having a meeting with Lopetegui, however you want to say it, in a nice little restaurant by the looks of it. That's nice. That's a really nice addition. I think because he's worth 11, we're gonna go for 15. I don't mind selling Zappacosta for 15. Obviously, we've got James as the starting right back and Azpilicueta as the cover, so I feel we're okay selling Zappacosta. It's like we're gonna have to go 14. Drives a hard bargain. We're going to counter again with 14 on the dot. I believe that'll be alright. I think that's going to be enough. But you couldn't even cough up 600k for Zappacosta. We're going to do it. We're going to sell him. 13.4 million. So we've raised 33.5 million off Pedro and Zappacosta if they do go. Which is not bad. 33 million for somebody. There's one player I've got in mind that I want, and it's the man I want in real life as well, which is Jadon Sancho. He's going to be the main target for us. Hopefully he doesn't go elsewhere before we decide to sign him. But I think we could possibly get him. Man City have just signed a striker, Martinez. I'm not sure who that actually is. It was J Martinez. It can't be Jackson Martinez, can it? We're going to put the players through the paces again. I'm not going to show you all of these every single time, just the first couple, just to get us into it, to show you how I'm working these players and how we want them to develop. So we're putting them through the hard ones. It's pre-season. They can handle it. They're used to more than this. Going to put James through one, and obviously Tamori again as the last one. These are the main five I want to. The main five that I want to produce, basically. Hudson-Odoi, Loftus-Cheek, Mount, James and Tamori. There's obviously Abraham as well, but he's injured. But six then. The six main culprits is the ones you're going to be see a lot going through the paces. So it was Joseph Martinez from Atlanta United. That's a weird one. That is a weird one. Like, I know Karim Od's known for having weird signings, but Man City signing a player from Atlanta, it's a bit strange when they've already got Aguero and Jesus. So, each of their own, to be honest. But I wouldn't really be signing them. And they've got a better team than us. So, what's this? Pre-match press conference. We're going to attend the first one just to see what they're like. And then skip them if they're a bit too boring, to be honest. Here we are. Super Frank at his first press conference. That was the closest hairstyle I could get, by the way. That hairstyle is tragic, but that's the closest I could get to what is close to Frank's. So how does the pre-season impact the squad ahead? of their first competitive match. We're going to go this one. We're working hard every day because we are, and we're putting them through the paces. So in the top left corner, you can see the morale going up a lot. So hopefully we can get that to the top. We want the team playing like they are under Frank. They're really happy in real life, and that's what we want. They're just lagging off. Azpilicueta didn't even really play. We're going to make him happy. We're going to make Azpilicueta happy because he's not going to be playing a lot, so we need to do what we can to liven him up a bit. After the press conference done, it wasn't too bad. I might stick to him then, to be fair. Answering myself, try and get the morale up. But this background's nice now. We've changed into the Premier League from pre-season. That's really nice. So it looks like there's a real fixtures as well. So we have Manchester United. We want to do better than the 4-0 loss. Hopefully we can. So Pedro's gone. So we got 16.5 million from the 20 million for Pedro. Sevilla pulled out of Zappacosta, so we still have Zappacosta on the books. I presume he's going to move on. I think I might put a few players for sale, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm going to put a few players for sale that definitely won't be in the team. Like there's a lot more competition for places that I really can't find one. I'm going to keep Barkley for now. I don't really like Barkley, but is there a way I can do this on the transfer list from here? I don't think we can. We might have to do that for somewhere else. It's gone up. We now have Kepa at an 85. Caballero's gone down, obviously, with his age. So we're going to put a few players for sale, to be honest. Hopefully Jamie Cumming can come of age as well, and we can get him into the team eventually. So can't wait to get Ethan Ampadu back as well. He's going to be key for me. Jake Clark-Salter as well from Birmingham. Matt Miafka's probably going to be up for sale when he comes back. So he's actually moving to Fulham on this one. So we're going to put him up for sale. Dujon Sterling, a nice little player to come back to. We're going to put Zappacosta on the transfer list. Going to try and get rid of Bakayoko. We got Big Trev to come back as well. Kennedy on the loan list. We're going to sell Van Hinkel as well. I'm going to try and loan Gilmore out, I think. Try and get him some game time somewhere else. I'm not going to loan him to someone stupid. Charlie Masonda to come back as well. Be a good one. Piazon, as he's now left, we'll be getting rid of. Willian, we're going to put on the transfer list as well. Giroud, we possibly need him. And we can recall Morata, so he's not actually leaving on this one like he's in real life, like an agreed move. Before we go to a game against United, we're gonna inquire about Sancho. We're gonna inquire about Jadon Sancho, just to see what Dortmund are saying about him and if there's anything we can do. So we're gonna go into negotiations with Dortmund over Sancho. He starts as an 84, which is really nice at 19. So he's ready to go. Go into it. He's valued at 40. So we're going to go in with 40 just to see what they say. Just to see what ballpark we're at. We don't want to go too high and then for them to accept it. And obviously we can't go lower. So I want them to see where we are. To see how close we are into negotiations. So they want 72.5, which to me isn't even bad. That isn't bad at all. We had a transfer budget of what? I think we've got that anyway. It says we've got 48 million. I think that's left after this transfer as well. So we're going to counter with... So that was a mistake. I actually meant to offer a counter offer and just submitted the offer of 72.6. But even that, to be honest, that's a good deal for Sancho. Let's just see if he comes now. Let's just see... We're going to have a talk to him. We're going to have a talk to Jadon, see how we get on in negotiations with him. He's at Cobham. We're talking money. So, let's see how we get on with Jadon. So, he's currently on 55 grand a week. He wore a red tie. I don't like that. What was he doing? So, We're going to offer him a crucial role because he'll be in a starting 11 every single week. So he's happy with his squad role. Now we're going to talk length. 5 years, yeah, 100%. We're not going to give him a release clause. We don't want him to leave. He only wants 61 grand a week. If I was a player and someone was willing to pay £72 million for me, then I would definitely be after more than 61 grand a week. So what we got? Signing bonus, £500,000. Goals 5, he gets 400 grand. Yeah, we're gonna take it. 61 grand a week's an absolute steal. We're not gonna try and fuck anything up. It looks like Jaden is coming to the club. Let's just see how he. Oh, so he's here. We have him. He's gonna go straight into that team. And I think we could possibly have him for the game. We could have him for the Manchester United game, which would be nice. Very nice. Hudson-Odoi might have to drop to the bench for that just because he's a 74. Who are we going to chuck out? Caballero. So, is he here? Is Sancho with us? There he is. Jaden is with us. So he's going straight into the team at an 84. So, just because it's Manchester United, we're going to go with Sancho over Hudson-Odoi. Because we might need it. Like I said, they've sold a couple of players. We're going into the game now. Don't know who they've even got left. Should have gone with we lost 2-0. Wow. Rashford got 2. That's a poor United team as well. That's a poor United team. So not the best start to the season. But we're going to pick it up. We should have Leicester next, I believe. Monaco want Van Hinkel. We're going to go with a 7.7 million. He's not part of my plans. So we can... That's a nice little bit of money back towards the Sancho deal. So Barcelona have signed Thiago Silva. Wow. So we have Liverpool in the cup, the Super Cup. We're going to change it up a bit. Try and put out a strong team for this. So you want to try and get... Obviously we lost the first game, so we want to try and get trophies under our belt. Hopefully we do better than we did. We lost 2-0 in the first game against United. Liverpool are obviously a very strong team. We lost on penalties. Like real life, we lost on penalties. Pulisic scored his first goal for us. Firmino equalised, and we lost on penalties, which I can't complain about. Liverpool are a much better team than us at the minute. So Hudson-Odoi is happy. And we went back to him with a nice little message as well. Obviously, we played well. So we should have Leicester next. Leicester should be the team that we have next. And hopefully we can get a win under our belts now. We need a win. We haven't won yet. Giroud got a tiny bit happier with that. So we got inbox. Tammy Abraham. He can rejoin the first team, but he's not ready to play. He's only ready to get back into training. So, got a bit of time, a couple of days before the Leicester game. Hopefully we can get somebody who can get us a win in the next game. We need it. So we're going to accept... How do we go to the other one? We're going to accept it from Lyon. They've offered more. So it looks like Van Hinkel is going to France. Now we face Leicester. We're going to change the team up. I'm going to go with the team that I want as my starting 11. So we go in Mount on the left. Obviously Abraham isn't ready yet to get back into the team fully. We go in Loftus-Cheek. We're going to stick with Zuma. And Azpilicueta for this one. No, we're going to go James over Azpilicueta. Bit more pace on the full-back slot. We need a more attacking full-back for this game, so we're going to go for James over Azpilicueta. And this team should be ample to beat Leicester. We're at home. Good win. That's a solid win. Jorginho got a red, so he missed his next game. But Batshuayi got on the score sheet along with Zuma, so it paid off playing Zuma over Tamori in that one. So we got our first win. We're still sitting at 81 rating for the manager so far. So Jorginho, disappointed to get sent off, but we still got the win, so can't be too harsh on him. So who we're gonna have to. So Jorginho's out. Who are we gonna put in? I think Cover is the main, the normal choice, I should say, to go back in. So we're gonna go with Culver in this one, playing as the deep role. Now we have a nice little break before Norwich. Actually, Norwich in real life we won, which is gonna be a tough game. So Billy Gilmore looks like he's off to the MLS. Nice little move for him for a summer. A nice summer move for him, I should say, for a year. RB likes accept 25.9 million bid from Paris for Timo Werner. It's not too shabby, is it? It's a good signing for them. Top goal scorers. Is that Renato Sanchez? We haven't got anyone up there yet, but we need to. I think we should have enough to beat Norwich. Van Hinkel's gone. Van Hinkel has joined Monaco, and we've got 6 million from that one. Hector as well. We're just going to sell Hector. We don't need him. He's on 47.5 grand, Hector. Like, we need that off the books if he's just not playing. I want to try and be a bit business savvy as well. Gilmore's gone. No, Gilmore hasn't gone. It's broken down, so he's not off to the MLS. We've got an offer for Azpilicueta from Napoli. I'm going to stay away from selling Azpilicueta just because he's a good role model to have around the team, so we're going to keep him there. He'll help develop James as well. We're going to need to play him in some games as well. He's not out the team. Like, I might play him in this one. I might play James in the home games and Azpilicueta in the away, just because we need a bit more in the away games. So we have to play cover. I think do I play Mount in this one? I'm going to play Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi is going to have a start on the left, Sancho on the right. We're going to give... Mount's played every game, so we're going to give Mount a break. Should have enough to beat these. We do. We get the 2-0 win. Pulisic and Loftus-Cheek. Hudson-Odoi actually went off injured. So that's not ideal, to be honest. That's not... So we've got Abraham, who's been injured so far. Also, Hudson-Odoi is now injured. So, Bayern are interested in Bakayoko. We're going to negotiate, because 17 million seems a bit low for Bakayoko. We're at our favourite restaurant again by the looks of it. 21 million we got for Bakayoko, not bad. We'll probably pick up around 16 million. I'd say 16, 17 million from that deal if it goes through. Which is not bad because, like, again, he's completely out of the team. So we have another bid for Michael Hector, and it is from Argentina, which is a strange one. But if he wants to go, he can obviously go. So we've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's out for 2 months. That's not ideal. That is not ideal. I risked him, and it didn't go to plan by the looks of it. Which, not what I wanted, but I'd say something we got to deal with in this so far. So Mount is back in. Hudson-Odoi is obviously out for 2 months, which is a blow. We'll get through it. We've got a lot of players to cover him. Obviously Mason Mount, obviously he's going to get a lot of game time now. He's going to be in most of the games. That can't be them offering again. Trying to lowball us. Napoli, I'm going to let him go. Nearly 13 million. Tottenham want Willian. Willian hates Tottenham, so we're going to reject it. We don't want to really sell him to a rival as well, because if he comes back to haunt us, then Yeah, we're going to play Kennedy in this. He hasn't left yet, so we're going to give him a little run out. Obviously, it's the League Cup, so we're going to rest some players anyway. So, I don't really want to play Mount in this. I don't want to risk him. We're going to chuck Kennedy in. William's going to get a game at right wing. Should have enough to beat Scunthorpe, even if it is away. If we don't, it's going to be very, very disappointing. We lost to Scunthorpe. Wow. So we're out the cup. William put us in. That's why you can't trust the old guard. You can't trust William. You can't trust the players like that. Kennedy didn't perform by the looks of it as well. So, did keep his promise. But, unlucky. But I don't think he's going to be playing again. So Hector's off to Sheffield United. He rejected the move to Argentina. He'd rather stay in England. So, we're going to put the team back in because that was absolutely pathetic. What happened in that one? We should not have been beaten by Scunthorpe. I know there's a couple of injuries, but that's pathetic, man. That's pathetic. You know what? I could even play start Azpilicueta at centre half. We're going to put Tamori back because the midfielders pissed me off in that game. Yeah, where's Kante? It is. Maybe I played two of a weak team, but obviously we learn. We learn from our mistakes. Bakayoko's gone, 17.5 million. And someone else wants... Who wants Batshuayi? AC Milan. We're not going to sell him. We kind of need him, to be honest, with Abraham. Just coming back from injury. We're not going to let him go. Surely the transfer window should have finished by now if we're into the season. We're in Sheffield United. See if we can do better than what we did in real life when we drew 2-2. A poor performance that day. We should win this game. A nice 2-0 victory, and it's Loftus-Cheek with the 2 goals. Happy about that. It's transfer deadline day as well, by the looks of it. But that's a nice win. That is a nice win after the poor performance. Came back 3 points, obviously. It's what we want. But do you know what I want? What? Absolutely no chance. Why on earth would you even bother? Do you know I want Loftus-Cheek on loan? Are they mad? Do they not know that he's been playing every single game for me? And he scored 2 in the last one? We need to try and hit a good patch. We need to try and hit a patch where we get 5 wins on the bounce instead of winning 1, losing 1, drawing. We need to try and... We're going to sell Baba back to the Bundesliga. Hopefully he goes. We don't need him. I feel like he's like a problem player as well, that he could cause a load of shit. But someone big just went, to be honest. So we've only signed 1 player, and it's 72.6 million, and we've nearly made all that back off sell some squad players. We're 8 million away from doing that. Obviously, we do have Baba on his way out as well. Roma have bid for Alonso. I would like to sell Alonso, but I can't at the minute because we don't have a left back in able to cover for Emerson. So we're not going to be doing that in this transfer window. With 3 hours left, and now Porto want Emerson. But we're not going to be signing a left back in this. We haven't got time. I think there's if they'd have bid for Alonso at the start of it, then I probably would have. But I can't with 3 hours left. We're not going to get anybody in. So Baba's gone. Real Sociedad want Mount on loan. Absolutely not. Who else is there? There's someone else. We've got Tammy Abraham, an actual bid. Absolutely not from Celta Vigo. There's some random teams bid on players. Random teams, like... Why would Celta Vigo bid on Tammy Abraham? Wow, City have sold Jesus, Walker, Zinchenko and Mendy. Napoli want Loftus-Cheek. Sorry, but no. But that's massive for Man City. That is massive for Man City. We're going to have a look. So they've signed Regani, Martinez, Coate and Augustinson. Doesn't seem like a very good transfer window. Manchester United have sold Fosu, Mensah, Pogba, Boye, Martial and Young. Signed João Pedro, Lozano. How did they sign Lozano? He's only just gone. And Berghaus. That's a poor transfer window for Manchester United. Poor. We only did 1 bit of business in the transfer window, and it was signing Jadon Sancho. Which... was my main aim anyway. Going into this career mode, I wanted to sign Jadon Sancho. So he fits the idea of what Frank's doing. So it was a perfect solution at right wing. Obviously, we need to like let out. Billy Gilmore could also be going back out to the MLS with Toronto, but we need to try and sort out cover for places because we had our starting. We've got Hudson-Odoi, obviously at right wing. Now we have Sancho. At left wing, we've got Mason Mount and Pulisic. Obviously, Mount and Hudson-Odoi were the starters, but then there was no Pulisic. He's okay, but he's not the best. So we needed a world star basically, and we went for Sancho. He fits all the criteria. Under 25, English. He's an attacker that we needed, so he fit everything at 70 odd million as well. And why on earth would I want to manage Ireland? Sorry, but I can't. Billy Gilmore never gets his move. That's 2 moves that are broken down to the MLS for Billy Gilmore, which it would have been good for him to go out. Salzburg want Willian. So they've actually offered what he's worth, so I'm going to go with it. I don't know if he's going to actually go to Red Bull Salzburg, if they can afford his wages, but if he does, then he does. But now we have a hard game. We're actually second in the league after 4 games, which isn't bad. We have a tough game at Wolves. I might change the team around for this. I might try and play the best players that we can, so Pulisic has actually gone up. Away at Wolves, we need to be solid at the back, so I'm going to be putting Zuma in. I think I'm going to give Cover a game. I'm going to give Cover a game over Loftus-Cheek as well. I know he scored 2 in the last one. But Abraham's actually back. So we're going to put him in. We're going to put him in over Batshuayi. Try and get him a goal. Pulisic and Sancho supporting him. We're going to see how well he can actually do in this. Like I said, tough game. Tough game. So we've gone with our best squad. That's a good win. That is a really, really good win. Wolves have signed Nathan Ake by the looks of it as well. He came on. Neves, Jota didn't play. Traore didn't play. Yeah. They left a lot of players out. And they didn't actually score to the 90th minute. Through Jimenez. Got the 3-1 win. At Molineux, we won 5-2 in real life, so that's a really, really good win. It looks like we're going to have the draw for the Champions League now. Let's see who we're getting there. Sancho looks good in a Chelsea kit, doesn't he? That's a sign for things to come in real life, that is. That is a sign for things to come. Chelsea, we need him. We need Jadon. Jadon, Abraham and Hudson-Odoi. Oh, jeez. That's the dream. That is the absolute dream. I can see him going to someone like Liverpool or United though, which it can't happen. But we've got the Champions League group now, and it is a hard group. We have Juventus, Young Boys. We should be able to get 6 points out of. Valencia, as we do in IRL in our group, we actually lost at Stamford Bridge, but we should be able to pick up some points against them. The Juventus game is the hard one. Any point against Juventus in either game will be a bonus for us, and it will be a good step forward. We should be able to get something out of this against Young Boys away from home. And we lost. Our away form is poor so far. Our away form isn't going to plan. And we need to start picking up wins. We need to start picking up wins away from home. That's 2 cup games away from home and we've lost them both. We're out the cup against Scunthorpe and we also lost to Young Boys. I didn't even rest that many players. That was still a good team. When I did rest a player, I put players like Willian, Alonso in, who are actually better than what we have, like, to start with. So that they should have done a job. That's why I can't trust them. That's why I really can't trust the change up in the squad. It doesn't work. Like, it's like my starting squad is the only good squad that I have. Like, you think I played like Abraham, Hudson-Odoi against Wolves and we got the win. And then we play against Young Boys with a strong team and we couldn't get anything. We couldn't get the result. Rudiger's going to be back in. He's going to be on the right. Alonso out for Emerson. And that's going to be our team. That's going to be our next team. Hopefully we can get a win. Now we have Liverpool at home. At home, I want to start picking up wins. Who bid on Gilmore? Sheffield Wednesday. I didn't actually know. I didn't actually see that bid. He probably would have gone there as well. But sorry, Gilmore. But you have to miss your game. But we're coming up at home now against Liverpool, and like I said, I want my home form to be good. That's not bad. That is not bad. 1-1 against Liverpool. Milner missed a penalty as well. But 1-1 against the team. We've played Liverpool twice this season. Once in the Super Cup, drew 1-1, lost on penalties, and we drew 1-1 at the Bridge to get a point. Can't complain at that. I really can't complain at that because they're a lot better than me at the minute. They have their team's far superior to ours at the minute. So who's bid for Gilmore now? Reading. We're going to go with that. Pearson's not going again. Willian has actually gone. And we've got 14.5 million for him. 17.5 million deal, and we actually pick up 14.5 million for him. We're going to put the players through the paces again. We need to get them up to scratch. We need to get Abraham and Hudson-Odoi and players like that playing well, because we're losing too many stupid games, and we're losing points when we should be gaining a lot. But I think it's gonna come with time. Obviously, we're not gonna win every game to start with, but we would have preferred to have won a couple where we needed to, like the cup. The cup one was the worst, and the Champions League. We lost our first game, which is not ideal at all. But hopefully that stands us in good stead, and we can progress from that, because we need to progress in the Champions League. We can't not really, like. I think that's key. So Pulisic said he wanted to play in this game. We're actually gonna play him. We're gonna rest Mount. We're gonna put Mount on the bench for Willian. Willian should have gone. Not quite sure why Willian hasn't gone. Unless he's going next transfer window, I don't know, but we did sell him. Maybe it's let us keep him. That's a good win. That's what I like to see. That's what we need more of. A nice full-on performance when it's an absolute battering. That's what we should be doing at home. In our home games, we should be battering teams. Reece James got his first goal. Kante, Loftus-Cheek and Batshuayi off the bench scored. Can't complain. Happy about that. Really, really happy about that. And we've got Valencia next. We need to make amends for the first game that we lost against Young Boys. So I think we're gonna play a strong team. We're gonna play a strong team. We're not gonna go a weak team at all. We're gonna go Mount. We're gonna go Batshuayi. We're obviously gonna rest a couple of players, and we're gonna go Azpilicueta and also Marcos Alonso. We see the players that I take out, I'm actually replacing with better players on paper with their ratings, but they just don't perform. Maybe it's because they're not playing regularly, but they need to start performing, because their heads are on the block. The heads are on the block, to be honest. Already players like Alonso and Willian and Barkley, they need to perform, because I'm looking to sell anyway. So we need a win. And we do get the win. 2-0 against Valencia. Jorginho from the penalty spot, and Abraham gets his first Champions League goal, which is nice. That's a good comeback. Against Valencia as well, a hard team. And Gilmore's gone. Gilmore's gone on loan, which I'm happy about. I'm very happy about, because he's gonna get the game time that he needs. So absolutely buzzing about his move. Tomori's gone up actually to a 73 now. So our players we're starting to get a bit of joy. We need Loftus-Cheek to hit the 80 mark. Kovacic is now an 83. Kante's a 90. Mount's made 76. Sancho's already an 85, which is insane. We need to get James to 75, hit that gold card mark. Obviously the ultimate team ratings. And we need to get Loftus-Cheek to an 80, same as Tomori. We need him as a 75. Need him out of that silver player. But at the minute, it's not too bad. Like, the away games are a bit dodgy. We've lost a couple of games where we should have won. But we've got Southampton now, which this needs to be a winnable game. I'm not going to manage New Zealand, but this needs to be a game that we need to win, because if we don't, it's going to set us back. We're top of the league at the minute. We've dropped 5 points out of 7 games. For our team that we're playing, our youth stars, it's not too bad. They're going with a 5-3-2. And we see that this is what I'm saying about away games. We're not performing. Away from home, we are not performing in the slightest. We got a good win against Wolves, and that's about it. Like, all the other away games are shocking. That's a strong team. That team should be beating Southampton. But I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that at all. I'm going to put these players through the paces because they deserve it. Sancho's in. So we got James is nearly at 75, so is Abraham. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks they can also go up. Watford are top of the league. Brighton are 6th. No sign of Manchester United anywhere. We've got an offer for Pearson. I just want to sell Pearson, to be honest. I just need to sell him because he's just picking up a wage and he's not doing anything. It's an international break at the minute, so he should come back nice and refreshed. And now we have Newcastle. So now we have Newcastle, and I feel like this is a game we should definitely win. We should definitely beat Newcastle. Christensen, I think he said he's back. Yeah, so he can go in for Bark. He's going to actually start. We're going to start Christensen. We're going to start him. Like I said, it's the international break. We've had a couple of weeks off. So soon, hopefully, our players can make... I think it was it James and Abraham close to being the next rating up. So that's what we're looking for. We're playing against 5-3-2 again. We lost against Southampton, but we beat Newcastle. Jorginho from the spot again, and he scored 2, Jorginho. Abraham got 2 as well, which is nice. Nice to see Abraham getting a brace. Hopefully that could be enough to send him up a rating as well. See, that's what I like from Tamori. Proud of him. We're gonna talk to him nice. Gonna try and be nice to him, but I don't want him to play much. Back. This is the game. This is the game now against Juventus, which I think we're going to call the episode 1. We're going to come bring it to an end. So who after the Juventus game? So Trabzonspor want him, so an offer from Turkey for Pearson. Hopefully we can beat Juve. Obviously hard game. We're at home. We're at home, so I'd say we need a win. I'd say a win at home against Juventus is something that we should really be not expecting, but we can do it. It's not, you know what I mean. It's not out of our hands. We're gonna go over a strong team now. Hopefully we can pick up a win against them. Come on. It's not bad. We should have got the win. But a draw against Juventus, I can't complain at all. I cannot complain at all. I need Mount to make that left wing spot his own. Obviously, he's not that comfortable playing there because he's set out as a cam. But obviously, playing there isn't the best for him. Who are we going to play centre half? Yeah, we're going to keep Rudiger. James. Get Abraham back in. But that's episode 1 wrapped up, guys. We did very well in the first episode. We've a couple of games we should have won, but I'll show you where we're sitting at the end of the episode. So 9 games in, 6 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. Scored 18, conceded 7. I would have liked to have conceded less than 7 in 9. It's not really the strongest start, but we're looking down the table. Liverpool are 15th. They've won 1 game and drew 7 games out of 9. Wow. Palace haven't won yet. They look like they could potentially go down. But Watford are surprisingly top. 7 wins, no draws and 2 losses. They're 2 points above us. We're 3 points above third. So it's going well so far. I think we have a chance. I think we have a chance at winning the league this season. Obviously, we're only 9 games in, and we have 29 games for games. So 29 games left, and we should if we keep our current form up, we should be up there. We should be right up there. Champions League, I think we could have it in the bag. It's just we need to pick up on the away form. The away form isn't the best so far, but hopefully we can pick up from that in episode 2, and we can learn from our mistakes. And the old guard need to put in a performance. They're the players letting us down when they come in, but hopefully we can pick up from that. And I'll see you in episode 2, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.